Quick, Brie, think of a game. Any game. Just name a video game that's popular right now.
Mostly Nintendo.
Nailed it.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
The one and the only Brie Larson is here to save Super Mario. Because if any other franchise, any other company needed a win about now, it would have to be Nintendo. Yeah, I know they're only on track to have the highest selling video game console of all time with the Switch 2. And yeah, their last venture into film was kind of embarrassing, to be honest. The Super Mario Brothers movie only made over $1 billion and ended up only being the second highest grossing film of that year behind Barbie. And as Nintendo had to lick their wounds from their defeat, they had to look to their enemies and who had defeated them, seeing Barbie up there in the top and realized that they need to copy their tactics. So they looked up to Barbie and decided to suck out all of the girl power energy out of that movie and insert it into their sequel. Maybe they took a turkey baster or something and squeezed it in there to have Rosalina at the front line of this movie, and who else to take her place? Well, not take her place, play that character, but none other than the one woman who is admired by all, somebody who has no controversy surrounding her career, somebody who is larger than life, Brie Larson. And we got to see Brie Larson, what her amazing voice would sound like in this role, and I gotta say, actually wasn't that bad. She actually kind of sounded pretty good. It wasn't distracting at all, like with the original Super Mario Brothers. Donkey Kong being played by Seth Rogen was not the best, but now Brie Larson seems to, fit in quite well. And the thing with Brie Larson is that in the last couple of years, she's really kind of stepped away from being as much of a controversial figure as she was. Whenever she's had questions sent her way that are trying to lead her into getting into more trouble, she's really deflected that well and has been able to fly underneath the radar. And she also has tried to be very buddy-buddy with Nintendo, really rub shoulders with them, trying to market herself as the one quintessential Hollywood celebrity Super Nintendo fan. She actually did a commercial for Nintendo a couple years ago. It was a commercial for the Switch where she's there and playing the Switch and showing how amazing it is to play Fortnite and Animal Crossing with her sister. And that seems to have paid off, because lately she hasn't had the greatest amount of success since Captain Marvel was such a failure. And now she's going to be in probably the biggest hit of next year with the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And with the trailer itself, what really stuck out to me was how just amazing and beautiful and kind of pretty the animation was. And another thing that stuck out was the humor there. It was something that really, got me chuckling. But one thing that stood out with the humor was the one joke that got me to laugh the most didn't really seem to fit Super Mario the best. When Bowser, he pulls out a painting he made where it's him holding Princess Peach and he's jacked out of his mind because he's a Chad, and Mario responds by saying it's trash. And as he's saying that, again, it is funny. It made me laugh, but that doesn't really seem to be a joke that would fit in something that Mario would say. Seems kind of something more like, I don't know, a character like Gru would say in Despicable Me. And what do you know? Illumination, the creators of Despicable Me, is the animation studio behind the Super Mario Brothers and now the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And so the influence of a Western studio like Illumination, I'm a little bit concerned that too much generic modern pop culture humor would take away with what makes Super Mario unique in itself.
It's trash.
And a reason why I think that's for better and for worse, that the Super Mario Galaxy movie is going to be a bit more of the same from the Super Mario Brothers movie, is because the Super Mario Brothers movie was a movie that I had a lot of fun with, thought it was very entertaining, but it wasn't a movie that knocked my socks off. It wasn't a movie with a whole lot of substance, yet when you attach Nintendo's name to something, you should be expecting the best. Like on the gaming side of things, if you're going to list the highest selling and the highest critically acclaimed games of all time, Nintendo's name is definitely going to be there. And now as they go over to film, we should expect it to be on the same level of quality as the greatest animated movies of all time. And I don't think you could really say that the Super Mario Brothers movie was as good as, say, something like Toy Story or The Incredibles. And we should be holding our studios accountable. We should be expecting more from them so that we are getting movies that are valuable, high quality, and worth our time, because we are in fact paying them to do so. So again, with the Super Mario Galaxy movie, it's probably going to be more of the same. Going to probably have a lot of fun with it, but not anything that's going to be truly mind-blowing. You have to drive home and immediately tell your mom about how amazing it is. But if the Super Mario Galaxy movie is not the greatest movie ever made, I think all blame must go on Brie Larson's shoulders. So Brie, if you don't come up clutch here, I'm going to write you some really nasty hate mail. So watch your back.
Thanks for watching
DUCKFINDER
on YouTube. For more premium content, subscribe.
Just like the